Hello, engineers. Welcome back to our YouTube channel and TikTok account. By the way, this is Engineer Jiban Aiko Kalaki at sa araw na to is magsasagot tayo ng mga mathematic terms series under the subject of numerical methods. Okay, without further ado, let's start our discussion. So for question number 1, function of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus 12x plus 6 is a polynomial of degree. Ulitin natin. Function of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus 12x plus 6 is a polynomial of degree blank. A, 2, B, 3, C, 1, D, 4. So, titingnan lang natin yung ating function. So, sa function natin, yung pinakamalaking exponent natin is our degree. To which yung pinakamalaking exponent natin dito is 3. So, therefore, yung polynomial natin is of degree 3. Okay? So, this is a cubic equation. Next, question number 2. Function of x is equal to a plus b times a raised to the power of x plus c sine x plus d log x is an example of A. Algebraic equation, B. Polynomial equation, C. Transcendental equation, D. Linear equation. So, kung titignan natin yung choices dito, engineers, yung algebraic, polynomial, at saka linear equation are all related. Except transcendental equation. So, kapag sinabi nating transcendental equation, ang definition niya is an equation that involves exponent and logarithms. So, tingnan natin yung ating given. If pasok ba siya sa ating definition? So, ano ulit yung ating transcendental equation? Equation that involves exponents and logarithms. So, we have exponents here, which is a raised to the power of x, and then meron din tayong logarithm, which is d log x. So, therefore, yung ating given function is an example of transcendental equation. Okay? Sige, next problem. So, for question number 3, find the odd one out. So, hanapin daw natin yung naiiba. Find the odd one out. A. Bisection method. B. Bolzano method. C. Interval halving method. And D. Regular pulsing method. So, explanation natin dito, engineers. So, itong meron tayong tinatawag na roots finding method. Itong roots finding method natin, engineers, is nakahati sa dalawa. Closed method or bracket method. At yung pangalawa natin is the open method. So kapag sinabi natin closed method or bracket method, meron tayong dalawang method na ginagamit dito, engineers. Una is yung tinatawag nating bisection method or also known as Bolzano or halve method. Pangalawa is yung ating tinatawag na regular pulsing method or in other term is pulse position method. And then for open method naman, meron tayong tatlong common dito, to which yung pinakauna natin is fixed iteration method, pangalawa is Newton-Raphson method, at pangatlo is second method. Since yung problem is sinahanap yung add one out, so therefore bisection, Bolzano, and interval halving method are all the same, except the regular palsy method. Okay, next. Question number 4. Newton-Raphson method is also called A. Method of tangents, B. Method of chords, C. Bisection method, D. All of the above. So para mas maintindihan natin to, engineers, we have an illustration here. So meron tayong circle. So meron tayong line dito intersecting the circle at only one point. So ang tawag natin dito is tangent. So kapag sinabi natin tangent, that is Newton-Raphson method. Kapag intersecting at 2 point naman, engineers, tapos nag-extend siya outward, ang tawag natin dyan is secant, or that is secant method. Kapag intersecting 2 points on the circle naman, engineer, pero hindi siya nag-i-extend outside the circle, ang tawag natin dyan is chords. So kapag sinabi natin chords, that is regular palsy method. So therefore, Newton-Raphson method is also called the method of tangents. Okay? Kapag sinabi naman nating second method, that is the method of seconds. Kapag sinabi naman nating regular palsy method, that is method of chords. So therefore, yung sagot natin dito is letter A. Next, question number 5. Newton-Raphson method uses A. Euler's algorithm, B. Taylor expansion, C. Interpolation formula, D. Lagrange algorithm. So ang sagot natin dito is Taylor expansion. Okay, next. Question number 6. Order of convergence of Newton-Raphson method is A1, B2, C2.5, D1.8. So ano yung keyword natin dito? Order of convergence. So ang sagot natin dito is letter B, 2. Order of convergence for Newton-Raphson method is 2. Okay, next. Question number 7. An iteration method, the condition for the convergence of the sequence of the root is A. Function of x is equal to c. B. Absolute function of the first derivative of x is equal to 1. C. Absolute value of the first derivative of function of x is less than 1. And D. Absolute value of the first derivative of function of x is greater than 1. So ang sagot natin dito is letter C. That is less than 1. Okay, next. Question number 8. If function of x is a real continuous function in E, B, and function of A times function of B is less than 0, then for function of x is equal to 0, there is or are blank in the domain. A. 1 root, B. Undeterminable number of roots, C. No root, D. At least 1 root. So kapag sinabi natin function of A times function of B is less than 0, ang sagot natin dyan is at least 1 root. Okay, next. Question number 9. For an equation like x squared is equal to 0, a root exists at x is equal to 0. The bisection method cannot be adopted to solve this equation in spite of the root existing at x is equal to 0 because the function of x is equal to x squared is A. Is a polynomial, B. Has repeated roots at x is equal to 0, C. Is always non-negative, D. Has a slope equal to 0 at x is equal to 0. So, sagot natin dito is always non-negative. Kasi, since this is x squared, so kapag sinabi natin negative 1, that would be negative 1 squared, that is equal to 1. Kapag sinabi naman natin negative 2, that is negative 2 squared, is equal to positive 4. So, therefore, it is always non-negative. Sige, next. Question number 10. Choose the algebraic equation from the following. A. X squared plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. B. 3x plus sine x plus 2 is equal to 0. C. Log x plus sine x plus 2 is equal to 0. D. 2e raised to the power of x plus sine x plus x squared is equal to 0. So, iisa-isahin natin yung ating mga choices. So, for letter D, since it involves exponential, so therefore, this is an transcendental equation. C, since this is involved logarithm, so therefore, it is also a transcendental equation. B, 3x plus sine x, so therefore, it is a trigonometric equation. And A, x squared plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. That is an algebraic equation. Next, for question number 11. Choose the transcendental equation from the following. A, x cubed minus 1 is equal to 0. B, x squared plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. C, x is equal to 1. D, a raised to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 0. So ano ulit yung definition ng transcendental equation? It is an equation that involves exponential, and logarithm. So therefore, out of the four choices, si D yung nag-i-involve ng exponential. So therefore, yung sagot natin dito is letter D. Next, question number 12. Regular palsy method is also known as blank. A. Method of tangents. B. Method of chords. C. Method of pulse position. D. Method of slopes. So ulitin natin yung ating diagram. So we have a circle. A line extending outside and meeting or intersecting the circle at one point that is tangent, to which yung method niya is the Newton-Raphson. Intersecting two points at the circle and extending outside, that is second, at ang gamit niyang method is second method. Kapag intersecting 2 points on the circle, tapos hindi siya nag-i-extend outside, that is chords, at ang gamit niyang method is regular palsy method. So kung titingnan natin sa choices, B and C are both correct answer. Ang kaibahan lang natin dito, kasi itong regular palsy, kung i-translate natin siya as English, that is method of pulse position. But since yung hinahanap is anong klaseng method, so therefore yung sagot natin dito is method of chords. Okay, next. Katulad lang ito ng problem number 12, that is also letter B, method of chords. Next, Newton-Raphson method, or question number 14. Newton-Raphson method is used to find the roots of x squared minus 2 is equal to 0 if iteration started from -1, then iteration will A. Converge to -1, B. Converge to square root of 2, C. Converge to negative square root of 2, D. Not converge. So ito yung ating solution. So this is ito yung formula ng Newton-Raphson. X sub I plus 1 is equal to x sub I minus function of x sub I all over the first derivative of function of x sub I. So ano yung ating starting value? That is -1 minus the function natin x squared minus 2. Palitan lang natin ng -1. So we have -1 squared minus 2 all over the first derivative, that is first derivative of x squared minus 2, that is 2x. So palitan lang natin ng -1 yung x. So using our calculator, makukuha nating result dito, engineers, is -1.5. Okay, ulitin natin yung ating solution. But this time, yung ating initial value ngayon is yung previous result. So we have -1.5. So katulad lang ng previous solution, pero yung ipapalit natin sa x is -1.5. So we have -1.5 squared minus 2 all over 2 times -1.5. So using your calculator, engineers, ang makukuha nyong solution dito or sagot dito is -1.4167. So therefore, yung sagot natin dito is converge to negative square root of 2. Kasi kapag i-calculate natin yung square root of negative square root of 2, that is equal to 1.414. So ito yung pinakamalapit sa nakuha nating sagot. So therefore, yung sagot natin dito is letter C. Okay, next, question number 15. In the regular palsy method, we approximate the curve of the function of x by a blank. A. Tangent. B. Chords. C. Normal. D. Pair of tangents. So sagot natin dito is chords. Next, bisection method is also known as. So question number 16. Bisection method is also known as blank. A. Regular palsy method. B. Bolzano method. C. Method of pulse position. D. Method of tangents. So sagot natin dito, bisection method, or also known as the Bolzano method. So question number 17. In case of Newton-Raphson method, the error at any stage is proportional to blank. A. The error in the previous stage. B, the square of the error in the previous stage. C, the cube of the error in the previous stage. D, the square root of the error in the previous stage. So sagot natin dito is letter B, the square of the error in the previous stage. So question number 18. The order is the measure for the speed of blank. The order is the measure for the speed of blank. A, iteration. B, convergence. C, divergence. D, non-convergence. So ano yung keyword natin? Order is the measure for the speed of letter B, convergence. Question number 19. Gauss elimination method of solving simultaneous linear algebraic equation is. Ulitin natin. Gauss elimination method of solving simultaneous linear algebraic equation is A, direct method. B, indirect method. C, iterative method. D, interactive method. So tandaan lang natin dito, engineers, na kapag sinabi natin Gauss elimination method, that is a direct method. Okay, next. Question number 20. In Gauss elimination method, the given matrix is converted into. In Gauss elimination method, the given matrix or matrix is converted into A, unit matrix. B, upper triangular matrix. C, null matrix. D, lower triangular matrix. So tandaan natin dito, engineers, kapag Gauss elimination method, yung matrix natin is i-convert natin into upper triangular matrix. Okay, next. Question number 21. The fastest method of solving simultaneous linear algebraic equation is. The fastest method of solving simultaneously linear algebraic equation is A, Gauss elimination method. B, Gauss-Jordan method. C, Gauss-Seidel method. D, all of the above. So yung keyword natin dito, engineers, is the fastest method in solving simultaneously linear algebraic equation. So ang sagot natin dito is letter C. So Gauss-Seidel method. So si Gauss-Seidel method is the fastest method in solving simultaneously linear algebraic equations. Okay, next. Question number 22. The method of obtaining the solution of the system of equation by reducing matrix A to blank is known as Gauss-Jordan elimination method. The method of obtaining the solution of the system of equation by reducing matrix A to blank is also known as Gauss-Jordan elimination method. Elimination method. A, upper triangular matrix. B, lower triangular matrix. C, diagonal matrix. D, null matrix. So kapag sinabi natin Gauss elimination, yung matrix is i-convert nga into upper triangular matrix. Kapag sinabi naman natin Gauss-Jordan elimination, yung matrix natin is i-convert nga into diagonal matrix. So therefore, yung sagot natin dito is letter C. Next, Gauss-Jordan method is a blank method. A, direct. B, indirect. C, iterative. D, interactive. So sagot natin dito, Gauss-Jordan method is a direct method. Next, question number 24. The modification of Gauss elimination is Gauss-Blanc method. The modification of Gauss elimination is Gauss-Blanc method. A, elimination. B, Jacobi. C, Jordan. D, Seidel. So ang sagot natin dito, modification of Gauss elimination is Gauss-Jordan. Next, question number 25. In the Gauss elimination method or Gauss elimination method for solving a system of linear algebraic equation, triangular scission leads to. So kapag sinabi natin Gauss elimination, that is upper triangular matrix. So lagi natin yung tandaan. So next, Given A is equal to the matrix of 6, 2, 3, 9 for the first row, 0, 1, 2, 3 for the second row, 0, 0, 4, 5 for the third row, and 0, 0, 0, 6 for the fourth and last row, then matrix E is a blank matrix. So, ito lang yung titingnan natin dito, engineers. Aside from the 0, mag-focus tayo dun sa may mga numbers. So, anong shape yung mapoform niya? That is right triangle. At yung ating right triangle is on the upper side. So therefore, that is upper triangular matrix. Next, a square matrix is lower triangular if EIG is equal to 0 and G is equal to I. Question number 28. Division by 0 during forward elimination in naive Gaussian elimination of the set for the equation of matrix A times matrix X is equal to matrix C implies the coefficient of matrix E is A. Invertible, B. Non-singular, C. Non-determinable to be singular or non-singular, D. Singular. So sagot natin dito is not determinable to be singular or non-singular. Question number 29. The goal of forward elimination steps in naive Gauss elimination method is to reduce the coefficient to a blank matrix. A. Diagonal, B. Identity, C. Lower triangular, D. Upper triangular. So kapag sinabi natin Gauss elimination, that is upper triangular matrix. Next, question number 30. Which of the following statement is wrong? A. If two linear systems have the same solution set, then they are equivalent. B. The augmented matrix and the coefficient of matrix of linear system have the same number of rows. C. For a linear system, the number of columns of augmented matrix is larger than the number of columns of coefficient of matrix by 1. And D. The augmented matrix and coefficient matrix have the same number of columns. So sabi dito, which of the following statement is wrong? So therefore, yung sagot natin dito is letter D. The augmented matrix and the coefficient matrix have the same number of columns. So dapat hindi po sila magkakapareho po ng number of columns. Question number 31. Which of the following statement is true? So sagot natin dito is letter A. Each elementary row operation on an augmented matrix never changes the solution of the associated linear system. Question number 32. Which of the following row operation on a matrix may not be an elementary operation? So sagot natin dito is multiply all entries of a row by a number. Question number 33. Polynomial interpolation is used to compute A. Values of argument, B. Integration, C. Differentiation, D. All of the above. Ulitin natin. Polynomial interpolation is used to compute A. Values of argument, B. Integration, C. Differentiation, D. All of the above. So sagot natin dito is all of the above. Question number 34. Which among the following is correct? So A is equal to 1 plus delta. B, E is equal to 1 minus delta. C, E is equal to delta. D, E is equal to delta minus 1. So yung tamang sagot natin dito is E is equal to 1 plus delta. Question number 35. Gauss forward interpolation formula is applicable if U is blank. Gauss forward interpolation formula is applicable if U is blank. A 0, B 1, C between 0 and 1, D greater than 1. So tandaan lang natin to, engineers, kapag goes forward, U is between 0 and 1. Kapag goes backward, U is between negative 1 and 0. So therefore, yung sagot natin dito is Since this is goes forward interpolation, so that is between 0 and 1. Next, question number 36. If interpolation is required near the end of the tubular values, we use question number 36. If interpolation is required near the end of tubular values, we use A. Newton-Gregory forward interpolation formula. B. Newton-Gregory backward interpolation formula. C. Stirling formula. D. Bessel formula. So sagot natin dito is letter B. Newton-Gregory backward interpolation formula. So question number 37. Blank is the process of finding the most appropriate estimates for missing data. Blank is the process of finding the most appropriate estimates for missing data. A. Finite difference. B. Iteration. C. Interpolation. D. Root finding. So yung sagot natin dito is letter C. Interpolation. Next, question number 38. Blank formula is the average of goes forward and goes backward interpolation formula. So ano yung keyword natin dito? Average of goes forward and goes backward interpolation. So yung sagot natin dito is Stirling formula. Question number 39. With usual notation, in blank formula, the value of u lies between negative 1/2 and 1/2. With usual notation, in blank formula, the value of u lies between negative 1/2 and 1/2. A. Weddell's, B. Stirling, C. Trapezoidal, D. Bessel. So ulitin natin, kapag sinabi natin goes forward, u is between 0 and 1. Kapag sinabi naman natin goes backward, u is between negative 1 and 0. At kapag sinabi naman natin Stirling, u is between negative 1/2 and 1/2. So therefore, yung sagot natin dito is Stirling formula. So question number 40. Goes forward interpolation formula is used to interpolate the values of y4. So ulitin natin, recall lang natin. So for goes forward, that is u is between 0 and 1. And that is letter A. Next. Question number 41. Goes backward interpolation formula is used to interpolate the values of y for the values of u lying between blank. Goes backward interpolation formula is used to interpolate the values of y for the values of u lying between blank. So recall natin, goes forward, u is between 0 and 1. Goes backward, u is between negative 1 and 0. And Stirling is u is between negative 1/2 and positive 1/2. Since this is goes backward, so yung sagot natin dito is between negative 1 and 0. So next, question number 42. For interpolation with unequal intervals, we can use blank to get the derivative value. For interpolations with unequal intervals, we can use blank to get the derivative value. So yung sagot natin dito is Lagrange interpolation formula. Next, question number 43. Newton's forward interpolation formula is used to interpolate the value of y is blank. A. Nearer the beginning. B. Nearer to the end. C. Nearer to the middle. Letter D. Nearer to 1/3. So we have a pattern here. So ito yung ating interpolation method. So we have Newton forward and Newton backward. And for the second column, we have interpolation. And then for the third column, we have extrapolation. So kapag sinabi natin Newton forward for interpolation, that is nearer the beginning. So yung sagot natin dito is nearer to the beginning. Next, question number 44. Newton's forward interpolation polynomial is used to extrapolating the values of y to the blank of the beginning. So recall natin yung ating pattern. So sabi sa problem, Newton forward. and then extrapolation. So kapag sinabi natin Newton forward tapos extrapolation, that is left of the beginning. So therefore, yung sagot natin dito is letter B. Newton's forward interpolation polynomial is used to extrapolate the values of y to the left of the beginning. Next, question number 45. Blank interpolation formula is used to interpolate the value of y near the end of the set of the tabulated values. Blank interpolation formula is used to interpolate the value of y near the end of the set of the tabulated values. A. Newton's backward. B. Newton's forward. B. Newton's backward. C. Stirling. D. Bessel. So ito yung ating pattern. Sabi sa problem, near the end of the set. Nearer the end. Interpolation. So that would be Newton backward. Next, question number 46. Newton's backward interpolation formula is used to extrapolate the values of y to the blank of the last tabulated value. So ito yung pattern natin. Newton backward, tapos extrapolation. So that would be right of the end. So yung sagot natin dito is letter A, right of the last tabulated value. So question number 47. Newton's forward interpolation formula is not applicable to extrapolate near the blank value of the table. So, yung ating Newton's forward is not applicable to extrapolate nearer the ending. So, dapat beginning po yung ating Newton's forward. Kapag Newton backward naman, that would be ending. So, question number 48. Polynomials are the most commonly used functions for interpolation because they are easy to A. Evaluate, B. Differentiate, C. Integrate, D. Evaluate, differentiate, and integrate. So yung sagot natin dito is letter D. Polynomials are the most commonly used function for interpolation because they are easy to evaluate, differentiate, and integrate. Next, question number 49. Goes forward interpolation formula involves A. Even differences above the central line and odd differences on the central line. Letter B. Even differences below the central line and odd differences on the central line. C. Odd differences below the central line and even differences on the central line. And D. Odd differences above the central line and even differences on the central line. So yung sagot natin dito is letter C. Odd differences below the central line and even differences on the central line. Question number 50. The technique for computing the value of the function inside the given argument is called. Ano yung keyword natin? Inside the given argument. So that will be interpolation. For question number 51 naman, the technique for computing the value of the function outside the given argument. So ano yung keyword natin? Outside the given argument is called extrapolation. So dito na magtatapos yung ating discussion today. I hope may natutunan kayong bago sa araw na to, and huwag nyo na rin kalimutan mag-share, like at subscribe sa ating YouTube channel para mas marami pa po tayong matulungan at ma-reach na mga aspiring board exam takers. So dito na magtatapos yung ating discussion. Maraming salamat sa panonood and see you next time.